We are back on episode 17 of the Lavender Hills Farm. We're finishing up on this lavender field here. We're about to get 500,000 liters of lavender here. Okay, let's get our trailer up here. Get this tractor started. We've been busy. Busy. Last episode, we got our onions planted. We limed and fertilized that other lavender field, and we're finishing to wrap this field up. We've already sold 1 million liters off of this field. What do you do? What did I do? Shut it off. I did. We are almost finished with this lavender field. We don't need to flash the light on. Got some little trees over there that's blooming. It won't be long now. We're about to wrap this lavender harvest up. Man, that was a big, huge field of lavender. I gotta go around on the inside over there where those trees are and trim that up a little bit so that the worker doesn't get hung up. That's why I'm doing this field now, because he got hung up over there. It was pretty. Where am I going here? Man, that is a massive field of view. And we got a balloon up there. Maybe it might be in July or August that we'll harvest again off of these fields. But meanwhile, we got other things that we can do while we wait for this lavender to regrow. I know next month we're going to be harvesting some peas and some olives. We'll be creating some fields now soon. We might get to a couple fields, but like I said, I'm going to make some roads first before I create the fields. I have an idea of where I want to put my roads. clear some land, and we're going to start to get some goats. This could be it. Is it it? Maybe not. Only time will tell. It looks like it. We gotta get that little patch there. I think that tree is what they missed that. I might take all these trees out and redo it. Oh, oh. See a little bit over here. That is a wrap. But we are going to lime this field. And then we definitely need to fertilize this field. It says weed growing. we got a total of 1,633,546 liters of lavender off of this field. And we will be selling this. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, at the farmer's market, that price has been dropping. $2.15 at the bulk station, $2.13 at the other bulk station. I'm gonna come over here and sell it. We got sugar beets in this field here. We're gonna get a road up along here. Between these two fields here. Well, there's an additional 177,346 for harvest income and a bonus score of 21,056. Now, we are raking in the money. We got some stone there. Still ain't got no manure from the chickens. I don't think that. Well, they're only 2 months old. Alright. Let's take this tractor. Well, before we do that, let's take a load of lime. We took a load of fertilizer. Now we need to take a load of lime down to the other silo. We got 14 million liters of lime in here. Cool. We're gonna take 1 million liters of lime down to this other silo. it was 1400. Wow. Took us that long. Started at 7. Took almost 7 hours to harvest all that stuff that we harvested this month. Along with cultivating, planting, liming and fertilizing. Speaking of liming and fertilizing, let's take a look at something. It's at the time of the day. Do we have any weeds anywhere? No, I don't see any weeds. Yeah. We got this little field of peas here and this little strip of olives to do next month. That's the only 2 things we're going to be harvesting next month. That's going to be a good thing, I guess. Let's deliver this lime to this silo here. Alright, we got the lime here. Alright. Let's grab this tractor right here. Let's enter it. Okay, we need to switch a setting here real quick. We need to take that off so we can not be spending money on lime because I made the lime. Well, any day now. Are you gonna go? Thank you. Takes that long for this field to come in. Wow. Alright, just needs a little bit of lime here and there and yonder. Get this field straightened up. I know we're going to have to put fertilizer on this field. Alright. We emptied the fertilizer out of this one. So what we need to do, we're going to sell this one and get a higher capacity. I might keep this for the smaller fields. Alright. what we need to do. Line this up. That's why I didn't remove those two trees up there yet. Okay. Let's go over here. I'm gonna put dirt road in. Yeah. That's too big. Alright. Alright. We got that. We got that road. Alright. We need... Ah! Why isn't it painting? Ready. There we go. Alright. Alright, we got that road. Now let's take a look at that. That road network. We got that. We got that. We'll get this a little later on, but we also got this one here. This branches off this, going this direction, over into here. And these. Alright, what we want to do. Alright, let's go in here. Go into generators. I think we selected that one the last trip. But we'll select this one here because it's got a ways to travel. Alright, we got a windmill over there. That's where that indicates the power line coming up through here. We're going to make a road through on the power lines. We're going to make a road going this way. This goes up in here. Alright. Alright, we got that power line. This power being supplied to that one. Take a look at that. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we just about got all the roads we're going to put in. All but one. Here's one. Alright, we want to shoot straight up here. Alright, we're getting them. We're getting those roads in. Alright. I think there's one more. That's over here somewhere. Nope, we got that one. Alright, right here. Alright, I believe that's all the roads we're going to do for now. We got some outlines on some fields and how we're going to do them. We got the road network in. Okay, we got this road network here. Got this road over here. Eventually we'll put a road down through here. Possibly go this way, maybe. Well, alright, where's my tractor? Alright, now we got our roads in. Some of them. This is one of the main roads here. That's why it's wider. Yeah, that's a beautiful scenery. Over that way. We got some windmills going up and running. We're down to $832,783 in the bank. We spent our money that we made today. Let's take a look how much we spent. We spent a good bit. Let's go to finances. Yeah, that works. We spent practically all the money we made today. We still got $369 to the good. We spent that practically all that money that we earned today. Wow. But that was a needed situation. Got power running through the power lines now. And at some of these junctions, like this one right up here, I think we're going to put do believe I'm going to put in, let's do this. Yeah. Alright. I know where I'm going to put my grain mill. Let's take a look at that. Alright. Let's go back up here. There it is. Will that fit in here? Oh yeah. It'll fit. Yeah. We're going to have to do some flattening. Alright. What we do when we want something to work in the flattening way, let's set that there. We're going to delete it. And what we're going to do, back in here to landscaping, There's a little bit of flattening. Oh, okay. Intensify. Let's do this. Always go a little bit bigger than what you intend, because you can always smooth it out. Alright, let's go back up here, grab our grain mill. We'll place it in the middle here, where it won't affect it. Alright, now we want to smooth it out. Let's go a little bigger. Alright, let's go a little bigger. But alright. While we're here, let's see what it looks like. Alright. Can I get my trailer back over here and not be... I went a little too far on that. I'm not going to worry about it. We got it pretty well smoothed out. Alright. We got a grain factory in. Now we can make flour. Alright. Let's take a look at something. Take a look back in the Heinen's area. Heinen's Bakery. we put it in here without having to, oh, it's not a big footprint. Okay. Wonderful. Let's put it down here. Alright. See how much of a footprint it made. Okay, can we flatten that out? I mean, smooth it out? Alright. That looks good. Alright, we got our bakery in, we got our grain mill, and we got that. Now we're down to $380,041. Let's take a look at finances. We went into the red. Alright, that's okay. We still got $380,000 in the bank, even though we went in the red. We spent all of our money we made today. And we got roads. Yeah. Before I forget, let's go in there. Zoe Sugar, Walter's Farm Supplies, Hannah's Clothing, Grain Mill. Alright. Alright. We'll probably get a road going around here to connect to this stuff here. Let's do a little thing real quick. Nope, that's not what we want. I know it ain't concrete. Got two asphalts. Let's see what this one looks like. That looks close to what that's in here. Alright. Alright, now we got that. Let's widen that a little better. got it out to the road here. Alright. Let's take a look at this bakery over here. Alright. Got that. Alright, we got our road, our bakery and our... Okay, now let's go and rename the bakery and the grain mill. This is going to be Tina's. Bakery. And this is going to be... Oh, we can't rename that? Why? Alright. Alright, we couldn't rename the grain mill. Alright, we want to go in here, go into distributing. Alright, all the flowers are going to get distributed to Tina's Bakery. All the flowers. Alright, we need a dairy yet. But not at this moment. We're going to need butter for a cake. Eggs for a cake. We got the chickens. We're going to need butter and bottled milk. Strawberries. Rice flour. Sugar. Depending on which cake we want to do. Rice flour cake or regular flour cake. Then we got rice flour bread and regular bread. Alright. Wow. That took up some time. And guess what it is? If you like what you saw, touch that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet and you would like to see more, by all means, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing. But most importantly, if you want to continue seeing and get notified when I go live or post up videos or whatever, drop a tasty treat on that notification bell because you never know when Alvin and Benji are going to appear on the scene. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. Oh, by the way, I hope you catch some trains. I said I was going to sell this. I'm going to sell this. We're going to get a larger one. Well, you saw me placing a couple things today. Make some roads. And while we're here, we might as well do a wash on the trailer and I'm keeping the tractor. I'm just selling the Sky. It works. It does work. It's just not feasible on this map. My fields are too big. I ran out of fertilizer on that one field, and I know I'll run out of fertilizer if I continue to use this on the big field. So we're just going to sell it, and Benji wants to go for a walk. I kind of figured that. Benji timed it right. We're going to repaint our tractor, repair it. We're going to repaint the fertilizer spreader, and we're going to sell it. Alright, we're going to go back in here, go to fertilizer spreaders. We want this one. It's a lot cheaper. The wrong one.